Hello everybody, Louise here, and today I wanted to show you a good example of a cover letter. And you know what a cover letter is. It's a letter that you include with your CV when you're applying for a job. Now this example, this letter, is one that I would use myself as a cover letter. I think it's a very good example of a modern cover letter, and one that you can adapt for your own, for whatever job you want to apply for. But like I said, this is one that that an Irish person would use, so it's a good one to pay attention to. Okay, so let's start with the addresses. Now, in a formal letter, and this is a formal letter, a cover letter is a formal letter, you notice that we have our address is here. So in the top right hand corner, I put my address. Now, I don't put, or you don't put your name as well here. So you don't say John Smith, 8 Sun Drive Road, Clonsilla, Dublin 15. You don't. You just put this, your address. Now your phone number is interesting, putting it there. However, this example has it here, so we can go with it. It's not a big problem. So top right is my address. Now here, over on the left, we put the address of the person we are writing to. Now hopefully we know his name. If you don't know the name of the person you're writing to, I would really suggest you call the company and say, for example, hello, I'm interested in applying to your company for whatever position, whatever vacancy. Please could you tell me who I can address my letter to? Or what's the name of the person who I can address my letter to? It's a really good thing to have the name of the person who is going to be dealing with the applications, rather than a faceless, nameless person in the company. If you have the name, you have more of a connection, as it were. So here we put the name of the person. This is Mr. John Peterson, Inver, Ireland, 22 Roseman Business Park, Ballycoolan, Dublin 15. Okay, so his address. And underneath we put the date, 23rd of April, 2012. Okay, so it's an old letter, but it's still a good letter. Now this is a nice detail. As we know what the vacancy is, we give our letter a title. So read Security Officer Vacancy 1235. This would be from the advertisement that we saw in the newspaper, or actually in this case it was on the internet. So we start. We have our title, and now we begin. Dear Mr. Peterson, comma. Okay. I wish to apply for the position of security officer with Inver, Ireland, as advertised on the www.jobs.ie website on the 22nd of April 2012. Please find enclosed my curriculum vitae. So in the first paragraph of your letter, or of any formal letter, you should tell the person why you are writing. This is an application for a job, so we say, I wish to apply. You could say, I am writing to apply for. If you are writing to complain, we would say, I am writing to complain. If you want to apologize, I am writing to apologize. Whatever. The first paragraph is where you tell the person why you are writing. Now, this whole paragraph is one you could use in your own letter. So say, for example, you want to apply for the position of hairdresser with Peter Mark. You might say, dear, we'll say Mr. Peterson again, I wish to apply for the position of hairdresser with Peter Mark. as advertised on the Meath Chronicle or on the internet on the 18th of May 2020. Please find enclosed my curriculum vitae. So the first paragraph is written for you. You have to change it to include your information and then Bob's your uncle. So let's have a look at the next part. Now this is an interesting way of writing about your abilities and what have you. You have, I believe I am an excellent candidate for this position for the following reasons. And now we have the bullet points. So first bullet point, I have 3 years experience working in the security industry with international companies. Cool, that's very good. We're missing out a little apostrophe here. Obviously this person isn't an English teacher. However, so you talk about the first one is your experience. I have 5 years experience working as a hairdresser with many different companies, many different hairdressing salons. Next one, my qualification, my certificates. I have a FETAC level 4 qualification in security and a current PSA license. So, I'm a hairdresser. I have a FETAC level 5, let's say, qualification in hairdressing skills, in cutting, in colouring. Okay, next one, something about me. I am reliable, trustworthy, and take pride in working to high standards. Again, I am reliable, creative, and can take initiative. Or I'm happy in working on my own or with a large group of people. And the last one, I have excellent references and I am available to start immediately. Okay, I imagine everybody applying for a job has excellent references and is available to start immediately. So those are 4 good points to remember. Your experience, your qualification, what about you? And of course your references and how soon you can start. Now the next paragraph is a little bit of information about the company you're applying to. So this is a little bit, how would you say, maybe flattering the company, because of course they're the best company ever. And our John Dunn says, I would particularly like to work for Endeavour Ireland because I noticed you have achieved an award with excellence through People and Best Company to Work For Award 2011. I feel I can bring my enthusiasm and professionalism to your company and be a valuable asset. So I would particularly like to work for Petermark Ireland because I notice you have won many awards, many hairdressing awards over the past few years. Blah, blah, blah. I feel I can bring my creativity and my enthusiasm to your company and be a valuable asset. Again, similar. So the last sentence here, again about the interview. I'm available for interview at your convenience and I look forward to hearing from you in the future. So that's a lovely sentence. I am available for interview at your convenience and I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to hearing from you. Please reply to my letter. So I look forward to hearing from you. And then yours sincerely, John Dunn. And of course here I put my signature. Now, interesting point, yours sincerely. You have to put yours sincerely if you know the name of the person you're writing to. So, dear Mr. Smith, yours sincerely. Dear Mr. Peterson, in this case, yours sincerely. If you don't know the name, but honestly, you should always know the name. You should ring up, you should try and find out the name. But if you don't know the name, You might have dear sir or madam. And down here then we put yours faithfully. Okay, that's something that's quite important with a letter. When you know the name, yours sincerely. If you don't know the name, yours faithfully. Maybe nowadays, maybe people don't pay attention to this, but on the off chance you might come across somebody who does take this kind of thing seriously, I would pay attention to that and I would follow the rules. Okay, and John done. Okie dokes. So that's your cover letter. Now, I am also going to do one on the perfect CV, and I will upload that video later. Okay, have a lovely evening. Bye bye.